Alright, hello citizens of the Nigelverse, it is Niger once again, and even though it's technically not till next month slash next year, we're already kinda in the Royal Rumble season. Now, if you know me, you know I love the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble is probably my favorite event of the year, or at least in terms of, well, anything really. Royal Rumble's usually my favorite event of the year. The match quality of the Rumble matches themselves have kind of sunk a little bit, at least in the 2020s, more so 2021, 2022, and 2023 for the most part, or at least in terms of like actual surprises and appearances and stuff. But then again, you had Rumbles where there were too many surprise entrants, and so having a nice balance. Hopefully, we get that this year. But the main thing is who's gonna win the Rumble and who's going on the road to WrestleMania. And essentially, the way it's being presented, at least theoretically, it looks like it may be boiling down to two. There's two very big favorites when it comes to winning the Rumble. Well, technically this year, but realistically it's next year. But the two favorites winning the 2024 Royal Rumble, at least the men's Rumble, are CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. Now, starting with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, of course, won the Rumble last year. Came up short against Roman at WrestleMania. Still not letting that one go. And still is on a quest to finish the story. Meanwhile, CM Punk wants to finish his story, and CM Punk wants to win the Royal Rumble because he never had, main event WrestleMania because he never had. And so with these two, who is more likely to win? And let's talk about it. Starting with Cody, for me, Cody. I love Cody Rhodes, of course. He definitely should have been world champion by this point. I think that's definitely the consensus. I said that they needed to prove that Roman winning at WrestleMania was the right move. So far, or with a couple exceptions, they haven't really done that. So Cody being world champion, but okay, Cody winning the Rumble again and going on to face Roman at WrestleMania. The thing is, though, I already know they're not gonna let him win twice in a row. The last person to have won the Rumble twice in a row was Steve Austin back in 1997 and 1998. He didn't win the 1997 Royal Rumble. He got eliminated, but he came back in and dumped out, I believe it was Bret Hart. So Stone Cold won essentially by default. But. And yet he still was kind of the face in that situation as they were building towards the double turn. Could you believe it? Wrestling. But nevertheless, yeah. So, Stone Cold also is the only person to win 3 Rumbles, and Cody, I highly doubt they're having to win twice in a row, especially because last time they built up all this hype and been drama around on Cody Rhodes winning the Royal Rumble. Everybody was excited, happy. Yeah, Cody won. Yeah, he's gonna face Roman. He's gonna beat Roman, and then that didn't happen. So it just kind of deflated that whole thing. And believe it or not, even though it really shouldn't be, there is obviously a possibility that Cody. Well, first of all, there's a possibility that Cody's not going to face Roman at all this year, but it seems like that might be the situation, and we'll get to that, and we'll get to why. But also, there could be a chance that Cody could come up short again against Roman this year, which it's like, hey, last year was puzzling, and I'm just gonna say WrestleMania 39 because it technically still happened this year, but WrestleMania 39, Cody losing was puzzling, somewhat infuriating, but him losing again at WrestleMania 40 would be doubly infuriating. I think it would definitely push people over the edge. People kind of almost were pushed over the edge when Cody lost at Mania 39. Him losing at Mania 40 would definitely go nuclear. But nevertheless, I don't think Cody's winning twice in a row. And the thing is I know a lot of people don't like when people win twice in a row. Some people don't even like it when people win multiple Rumbles. The thing with me, though, is it makes sense, or I should say, it I think it's fine if it makes sense, like if it's justified them winning, and and so far the people who have won twice in a row, I guess kind of made sense, kind of, sort of, not really. He like so far the people who have won twice in a row are Hogan, Michaels, and Austin, and and yeah, some people will say that people winning twice in a row or people winning multiple times in a row does take away from other winners. I do agree to an extent, but sometimes it does work out. But nevertheless, I digress. And so I don't think Cody's winning twice in a row, especially if they're having him lose again to Roman. And like, then what would be the point? Honestly, if CM Punk wasn't here, I probably would have just had someone else win this year's Rumble. I know a lot of people were expecting it because Cody had just came back from injury, but I would say not have him and win the Rumble, like have somebody else face Roman at WrestleMania and then lose there, because now you kind of have taken some of the air out of it, out of Cody potentially winning in this time against Roman. Second time's a charm, but nevertheless, but now on to CM Punk. Why I think he's probably more the favorite to win, because they're setting it up excellently. Like, he's feuding with Rollins, and they're actually now feuding. No more pot shots at each other, or now they're actually feuding and stuff. And hopefully this means that they are gonna at least, if they don't fully patch up the issues that they have between each other, and some of that animosity, at least play ball for the time being and set up the feud. But this feud is being set up dutifully to the point where the segment they had on Raw didn't even have a producer. They were the producers, essentially, but CM Punk winning and finishing, I guess, his story, where he wins a Royal Rumble and goes on to WrestleMania. That way, you can essentially have both. You can have Cody face Roman, but also have CM Punk face Seth Rollins. And it looks like CM Punk and Seth Rollins at Mania might be the move. We'll probably have like a stopgap between the between the Rumble and WrestleMania for both Punk and Seth Rollins, and but then ultimately have them face off at WrestleMania for the championship. Like this is definitely a WrestleMania caliber feud. This is the big major world title feud. And he's tempted to. I'm sure the temptation is there to have them face off at the Rumble, only to kind of buy time, but I don't think that should be the move. Have them not compete against each other for the time being, and then have them face off at WrestleMania. I think it should be the move, and I think probably will be the move. But having CM Punk win, have him get that feather in his cap that he didn't have before, and then have him get the other feather, the big feather of the main event of WrestleMania. I think would be interesting. People would definitely be into it. People so far have been definitely enjoying the feud that they're cooking up so far, or especially as it blurs that line between real life and kayfabe. Although last time Hangman and Adam Page decided to do that in AEW, he got called out by CM Punk for it, but nevertheless, as, so CM Punk seems like it might be the more favorable option, and perhaps the favorite to win it. That way you don't have to have Cody win twice in a row. Because I know some people probably would be against that. And you don't have, and you could essentially then, the way Cody loses, you could then set that up for how he faces Roman. Maybe Cody tries to find his way back to Mania and decides to go directly after the Bloodline. Maybe Roman starts to panic, starts to get scared, so sends either Solo or Jimmy Uso to cost Cody the match. And so you can essentially set up both within the same Rumble without necessarily having to essentially without having to have Cody win. And there is that possibility, and it looks like that might be the direction that they're going for. but we will see. But so far, I'm excited. Like this Rumble is shaping up to be shaping up to be an interesting one, and I'm sure the women's Rumble and who might win that will probably become a bit more obvious as we get closer to that. Honestly, while it looks like they might be doing it for now. Honestly, I'd have Bailey win it. Like I know a lot of people even said they wanted Bailey to win, but I'd have Bailey win, to set up her feud with Io Sky. They're kind of already doing that with Bailey. Will she be kicked out of the damage control? Or will she not? But I think that having her win there will essentially set it over the edge with and going full on feud with Bailey, going against Io Sky. And don't worry, I'm sure. And yes, this will mean Bailey turns face again. But don't worry, remember we're in Triple H's territory. He knows how to book Bailey as a babyface. Honestly, the only person who didn't know how to book Bailey as a babyface was Vince. But yeah, I'm sure she'll do great. But this year's Rumble is shaping up to be an interesting / exciting one. Like I don't know if I've been this excited for the Rumble in quite some time, and hopefully we get a decent amount of surprises. I'm not saying every other person has to be a surprise entrance, but throw some surprise in there, or maybe some returns, maybe an NXT talent or two. And thankfully they're starting more to incorporate the NXT talent as well, including Carmelo Hayes being in the U.S. Title tournament, which is fantastic. And he's going to be facing, I believe, Grayson Waller on SmackDown in the tournament. And do I think he's going to win it? Probably not. Should he win it? Kind of. If that's your means of calling Carmelo Hayes up, then I think people would definitely be interested in it, and people who haven't seen him in the ring before, I think, would definitely be interested in it. But otherwise, yeah. But we'll see what happens when it comes to Rumble time. But I'm definitely excited. The way they're setting up this Rumble is beautiful, and I can't wait to see what they do with it. But nevertheless, that's going to do it for this kind of discussion. Thank you all so much. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do me a favor: like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, turn on post notifications. Man, I cannot speak today, but turn on post notifications so you know every time I upload a video. There we go. So you can see as soon as it drops. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know in the comments below. Oh my goodness. Let me know in the comments below. Who do you think is going to win the Rumble for the men's and the women's? I think I might lock it in early. I think I'm going to go with CM Punk for the men's and Bailey for the women's. I think I'm gonna lock it in. And do you think Roman will defend the title at the Rumble? Honestly, probably not, but it would be kind of cool. But nevertheless, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. Peace.